In our previous video, we spoke to Kylie Leong about the legal must-know for foreigners buying property in Malaysia. But today's session is all for the local buyers, owners, and also the landlords. Hello everyone, this is Cindy again. If you have ever wondered whether you can transfer your property to your children, delay the MOT, or take legal action against a tenant who refuses to pay rent, then this one is for you. We have invited lawyer Kylie Leong back to answer the question most Malaysians should aware before it's too late. Let's jump into the part 2 of our legal series. So I've prepared total 7 questions for Kylie to answer. So the first one, what are the typical legal fees for Malaysian buyers, and are there any hidden charges buyers should be aware of?
Okay, for lawyer fees is fixed. We follow the solicitor's remuneration order. How we calculate? For the first 500,000 will be times 1.25%.
Right.
And the subsequent 7 million will be times 1%. So legal fees is fixed in the sense that when you go to this law firm, you go to another law firm, everyone charges the same rate, okay? Just for legal fees. But for the hidden charges, that's right, is different. Maybe what is hidden charges? Number one, stamp duty. Some need to stamp for the some purchase agreement, memorandum of transfer.
Yes.
You know, there is a slightly difference over there. And the disbursement. Disbursements is like registration fees payable to the land office, searches, and so on and so forth. That would be a big adjustment, all right? Other than legal fees and disbursement, as a buyer, you also have to pay for the management, maintenance. How about a master fire's insurance, and also utilities deposits?
Understand? Now, here's question number 2. If a property buyer buying a property for their children, what's the minimum age requirement, and can they buy it under their name?
Of course, they can buy it under their name so long they reach 18 years old.
Okay.
That's the minimum age.
Okay. Okay, then number 3 question. Can I sell my property while it's still under construction? What are the risks or legal implications?
If a property under construction, let's say you want to sell it, you need to get a written consent from the developer.
Okay.
If the developer say okay, then only you can proceed to sell it.
Okay.
But normally in Malaysia, the developer will not give you this consent. Normally, yeah.
So what if they don't give? Is there any other way for seller to sell their property under construction?
No.
No.
They just have to wait until it's completed, until it's handed over to them.
Which is quite normal, right? In Malaysia?
It's quite normal. It's quite
Okay,
normal. Yeah,
understand.
it's a long way. Yeah, I know.
Okay, Kylie, here's the tricky one. The number 4 question. Actually, I came across a lot of investors asking, can they delay their memorandum of transfer even after the developer issue it? What would be the consequences of doing so?
To answer this, Cindy, of course you may delay because there's some, maybe you don't have enough money to pay for the stamp duty.
Yeah, I think most of the buyers have this
That is
concern.
quite a big amount, okay? But the consequence is normally developer will give you a deadline.
Right.
You know, the deadline saying that you have to do it within a certain time or period of time. If not, there's a penalty, there's a processing fees. That's number 1. But the most concern is that, have you ever think that developers wound out? When developers are wound out, then you have to go through a liquidator.
Right.
Then you have to pay extra cost the liquidator. That would be quite a big sum. Some of the liquidator, they charge 2 to 3% of your selling price to proceed. Let's do the calculation yourself and you think, should you wait or you shouldn't wait?
Understand.
Yeah.
That's very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, then the number 5th question. For a subsale property transaction, right? What are the standard timeline from signing to a full completion of the whole process?
For the standard timeline from subsale would be 3 to 4 months from the date you sign the SMP. Yeah.
That applies for freehold and leasehold property?
No, that is for freehold.
Right.
For leasehold, it will be slightly longer, maybe about 6 months.
Right.
Yeah, 6 months
But
from the
even-
date you sign the SMP. But of course, we pray that everything goes smoothly. There will be 3 to 4 months for freehold, 6 months for leasehold.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the number 6 question. If I want to transfer my property to my children without selling it, what's the process like legally?
Well, we named this process as transfer by love an extension. There's good news. Okay, there's a stamp duty exemption recently. Basically, if you transfer from husband to wife,
Right.
and father, mother to your child,
Right.
even grandparents to grandchildren, for the first 1 million, it's full exemption. Means that you don't need to pay for a stamp duty.
Wow, that's really a good news.
But the cap at the first 1 million.
Right.
Of the subsequent, there's a discount of 50% for the stamp duty.
Right. Okay, we have come to the number 7 question, which is also the last one. As a landlord, right, what legal action can I take if my tenant damages the property or they stops paying the rent, which most of the owners also facing?
Yeah,
this?
actually it's quite common.
Yeah.
I understand that because tenants, they tend to, don't pay for the rental
Yeah.
and don't even want to move
Yeah.
out, okay? First, what you need to do is that you have to issue a letter of demand first. A demand letter that you have to give them a so-called a chance to rectify the breach. For example, you give them about 14 days or 30 days. If they're still, as a tenant, they're still being so stubborn, what you have to do? Number one, you can go for a writ of distress. Writ of distress is that you seize their property. They seize their movable property like furnitures, like electronics, things, then you can actually dispose it. This is a writ of distress. Number two is a writ of possession, or we call it eviction order. Basically, you need to, kick them out.
Okay.
Okay. Number three, if let's say the deposit, the security deposit, unable to cover your loss, you can actually go for civil suit to claim for damages. So I have a tips to everyone as a landlord. When these kind of things happen, please don't change the lock.
Don't change. Yeah, I think
Number
a
one.
lot of people do this.
Number two, don't cut off their electricity.
Okay.
Because if it happens, the tenant might always come after you and say that you are trespassing,
Yes, that's true.
things like that. So please be mindful as a landlord.
Right, so if you are in the middle of a property transaction or planning to sell your property, or you want a legal peace of mind, reach out to Kylie. She handled many family-related property transfer and can advise you based on your situation. Kylie's contact is in the pinned comment. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.